Hey, yeah, hey. So as I promised, gonna make those cute little men suit boxes. So let's go and get into it.
A journey through time.
Hey, y'all, hey. Welcome to the Journey Through Time. I am your girl, Wendy. If you're oldie but goodie, welcome back. And if you're new, welcome. So as I said before, we're gonna go and make a suit box. So the things that you're gonna need is a paper towel roll, or if you don't have that on hand, two toilet tissue rolls, okay? Um, just a little bit of cardboard and some foam sheets and some hot glue and at least one window. I tore these window pieces out of one of the gift concepts that I had that I bought out of roses, the window of the box. Yes, I keep everything. All right. So now let's go and get into it. I'm not going to use the tissue rolls. I'm going to use the toilet tissue roll instead of the paper towel roll. All right. So first things first, you just got to decide, what you want your outfit to look like. All right. I'm going to use this foam sheet right here. So first thing you're going to do is add just some hot glue to your little your tissue roll. Just lay it on here. However you want to lay it. Okay. Roll it all the way around. Just like that. Okay, all around just like that. And then I'm gonna cut this off. Cut it off and finish gluing it together. Just like that. And I'm just gonna cut this off. All the extra that I don't need, you can go and cut that off. Down here to the bottom, cut this one off. So just cut all your little hangover off. All right. So you got it cleaned up. Okay, that's one pants leg done. So once you've done that, you got that part done. Where the two seams at, where you closed it in, you're gonna bump them together and glue them together just like this. Okay. Make sure you do it on those seams. Once you bump them together, press them together just like this. Okay. Like that. Okay, take this strip of cardboard. Now this is not something that I measure, okay? I just cut me a little strip off, just like this. I'm gonna cut another strip off. Okay, I'm gonna move it out the way for a sec. Okay, so for the strip, I'm gonna glue on some black foam sheets. My foam sheet that I have, I'm gonna glue it on here. Just like that. Take and stick it on there. Flip it on. Flip it over. All right. Okay, so for this first sheet, I'm going to take my 2 legs and I'm going to glue it on just like that. Add glue to the bottom of my toilet tissue rolls. I'm just going to plop them on just like that. Okay. While they're sitting there, I'll go ahead and put some glue on this next one. Move it on real good. Flip it over. Okay. So if this is glued on good, we're going to cut around it. I like to leave a little edge because this is considered my shoes. I don't leave a lot though, just a little bit. And all I'm doing is cutting around it just like it actually looks. I'll show you in just a second. You can definitely shape it up how you want it to be. If it's a little jagged like mine is, you can definitely shape it up. Okay. And all I'm doing is touching it up, trying to make this circle just a little neater. Okay. Okay. Now they look like we got some little shoes on the bottom of it, right? Okay. This piece that we just did right here, we're going to turn this upside down. Oops. And we're going to glue it on the side that's not covered, okay? That's what we're going to do now. And then just plop it on there just like I just did and hold it down. Now this is very important. This is the part that you're products are going to be sitting on. So you decide how big, how wide you want this to be. I pretty much just go like this here because it's going to be small anyway. So now what you see me doing is cutting around it. Kind of like I did this, except I'm going to leave some on it. Okay. So it's best if I probably look at it from the other side. The front of the box, whichever one's going to be the front of your box, which this is going to be my front. The back, you can make it pretty close to the legs, the pants legs. You can make that pretty close if you want. All right. Like I said, it depends on what you're trying to put in yours. Okay, so when I come over to the front and start cutting it, I want the front to be straight. So I'm going to cut it straight, not in no curve or anything. I just want it straight. Just like that. All right. See how straight the front is? Okay. Then you can go around the curve like you were doing. Okay, and then you're just going to look at it and see if you like how it looks. That's mine. It looks okay, but I think I got it out just a little bit too far. So I'm going to come in a little bit more. So I need it out, but I don't need it out that much. And why I make this front part straight is because it just makes it easier whenever you're trying to line it up. So now you have your legs, your shoes, and your base. Now all you got to do is wrap it. Okay. So we're going to grab another one of these pieces. And I'm going to cut it right here. Again, you don't see me measuring anything. I'm not measuring. Okay, so I'm going to make this flexible so I can roll it on here like I want it to be looking. Like I want it to be rolled and looking. Am I making any sense? Okay. So this right here is where I do the sizing up. So you just lay it down right here in the middle. Okay. Let me move this over so you can see. If you look, you're only going to leave like a little inch. Not even an inch. What am I talking about? Just a little hair right here. All right. This is where you're laying it at. And what you're trying to do is see how far you want to bring it to the front on both sides. You're just checking it out so you see where you're going to need to cut it. Okay. Now, if you want to close it all the way up, you can definitely do that. All right. But if you want to leave it open a little bit, then you would cut some of this off. So I'm going to go in and just cut some randomly. And I'm going to do it again. So this is how I want it to look on this side. So what would it look like over here now? If I want that. This is what it would look like. So if you like the opening you have and you feel like it's enough, then you're good to go. If the opening is not enough, then cut it back a little more until you like how much is open that you can see. So for me, I'm cutting it back some more. Laying it back down on here like this. Bringing this side over to there. This side over to there. Now, it's where I like it to be at. All right. So the next thing you do is you're going to have to cover up your cardboard. Whatever color you want it to look like. Okay. So for me, I want the inside to be black. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to add some glue right here all over the inside. Just like that. I'm going to rub it on down. Flip it over. I'm going to cut off what I don't need. All right, so the inside is covered the way I want it to be. Just checking it. So now the outside of it, I want it to be this cream color. Okay, so I'm also going to go in and apply that. Okay, just like that. And cut it out. Okay, so before I cut any more, I got to do this here now, because we got to make sure, you know, that glue will make it stiff. We don't want it but so stiff, okay? So I'm just trying to put that curve back in it like I had it. All right. Now I could flip this over, but I'm not going to. I'm just going to cut it off. Okay. Now your back is good. Your front is good. You're just making sure that everything is on good. So next thing you got to do now is glue it on. Remember what I told you? Lay it down right here in the middle. Bring your side up and see if it looks like you want it to look. If something is off on one side, that means you need to move your middle over a little bit until they are equal, or at least look like what you want it to look like. And this is fine with me. I feel like this is, well, move it over a little bit. I feel like this is as best as I'm gonna get in this here. Okay. Okay. With that being said, I think I'm gonna start from this end, and I'm just gonna glue. I'm gonna add some glue to the end of this right here. The tip, it's about right there. And I'm doing that so I can go and hold my place. Okay, that's all I'm doing. Apply a lot of pressure, because you know you get resistance from the cardboard if you don't. The cardboard, the foam board, all of it. Okay, so just hold it in place. Once you're good with it, you feel like it's on there, then you can keep gluing it until you cover the whole thing. Okay, so I'm holding mine and I'm trying to grab it so I can keep going with the glue like that. I just did it at the bottom. Now I'm gonna lay this back on top of it right there, hoping that it holds the way I want it to. Continue holding it. I'm gonna open it back up so I can get the rest of it on here. And you notice I never let go of the other side. And that's because of the resistance that the cardboard is giving me along with the foam. You want to hold it for as long as you can. And also form it the way you want it to look. Okay, shape it the way you need it to be shaped. All right. So now I am just holding it just like this. When you think yours is dry, you can definitely move your hands. I don't think mine is dry. I'm going to keep holding it. But while I'm holding it, we need to also put another piece right here, okay? So you're going to measure that from one end to the other. I think mine is right here. Oh, great. I'll see that just fall on the floor. Oh, goodness. Okay. Let's try that again because I can't let this go right now. I'm going to say right here. All I'm doing is measuring my inside piece right here. And I'm going to show you once I get it. Okay. Some of it's holding and I can see where some of it is lifting. And the only thing that's lifting is the cardboard from the foam. So I got to hold it a little bit longer. This is the piece I'm talking about. You cut your little piece and you're going to put it in here in this groove just like this here, and you're going to glue it down, okay? Just like that. Just going to glue it down to it. So I'm going to do that too. Again, just take your little piece and stick it in there. And it should fit in just right if you measured it right. Okay. Once you do that, go ahead on and cover that cardboard up. If you're not still holding it like me. Now, move that out the way. Let's see if I can let it go. What you think? Yeah. Okay. So now, and I look like it's trying to come back up, so it needs some more time. Anywho, we're going to go ahead on and try to glue these pieces together. Let me see. Trying to see how far I need to go with this, which is probably right here. Okay. It's hard to do this and hold it. Kind of like that. I'm going to make sure it is all even. Okay. The top. So now I'm going to take the glue. Look at it coming up. I'm going to take the glue and add it on right here. What piece I was telling you guys about. Press it on in there just like that. I'll come back over here on this side. Stand it up so I can look and see what we're working with. Okay, it's looking pretty good. Let's see what we have here. So now we need to put on some kind of seam, and then we'll put in our window. So you can put some trim around the entire thing, however you want to do. I use ribbon on all three of the other ones, so I think I'm going to use foam on this one instead of ribbon. Okay, so I'm going to take the black foam. I'm going to cut me some strips. put it about like that. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to go from the bottom to the top with this, okay? With glue first. So I'm going to run some glue on the top. Right now we're just trying to give it some style. That's it. Put that on top. And just lay it into that glue. Okay, and that's going to hide those ugly edges. If I got it all right. I hate when it moves, so it did move a little bit. There we go. Okay. Cut me another strip for the other side. Okay. Run some glue over there. You can make this as simple or as sleek as you wanna. What I always tell y'all, because y'all the boss. Y'all the boss, y'all the boss, y'all the boss. Move it in some. Okay, I'm gonna cut that little edge off right there. Coming along. All right, so now I'm gonna put another little edge, cut another little strip. Okay, stretch it out because I don't want it that thick. This piece here is going in right here to cover up that cardboard. Okay, just like that. All right, now before we, and this serves a purpose for a belt and also the back where when we get ready to put our window in, it has something to glue it to. Okay, so now got to do that top part. Normally, I have something hanging over it, like my little tie thing I usually do. I mean my collar, not my tie. Stretch this. But this is a casual suit, so we're not doing all that for this one, okay? So first, I'm going to just take it and run some glue around the top of it. And then I'm going to follow it with this little strip that I just used and cut. And I'm just going to go around with it. And this is just me covering up the cardboard. Okay. And I like to do this before I do the window so I don't have so much cleanup. Because I'm ever getting something on my window. Okay. Over here is a little thin. But it still gets the job done. kind of like that. So now all your raw edges on the top, on the inside, and all that stuff is covered up. Okay, so now before I continue and put the window in, I want to do something to these shoes. So I'm gonna cut me some trim right here. Stretch it just a little bit. And I'm gonna go around the edge of my shoe, okay? So I start from that little middle piece right there. And just come on up with it. And I'm gonna go all the way around. Okay. So this other piece is not long enough to get to the other side. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna stop it back here in the back and cut me another piece. Because I don't want it to be separated right in the middle of the shoe. So I made my stopping point right there in the crease. Okay, so now I'm gonna cut me a little bit more so I can finish it off. Okay. Now my little shoes have a little trim on them. Okay. So this is pretty much how it's gonna look. You can definitely put you some little collar angles on there or something. I do like to put a little piece of something right here in the middle where the so-called belt's supposed to be. All right, so now all I need to do really is put a window in here, and then it's gonna pretty much be done, y'all. So that little piece of window, again, this was already on a box of one of the things I bought at the store. So I'm using it for this. So what you're gonna do with this is size it up, put it inside, make sure you get it where you can see how high you need to cut it, how low it needs to go. Okay. So I like to just put it in there like that. and try to cut it that way. Don't always work out like that for me, but that's what I like to do. And if I cut it a little shorter than I need it, that's fine. Okay. Go back inside. Lock it back in there. Let's see if it looks the way you want it to look. And if it does, then you can go and start gluing it in. So I'm gonna move this side up. Take it all out. And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna glue my sides. I'm gonna glue everything. Both sides and the middle. So when I plop it in, hopefully I don't have to move it again. That's the goal anyway. Okay. So I'll stick it in just like this. Bring it down. Ooh, hot. Press, press. Make sure it is going down on all sides before pressing. Okay. It's in there. So I'm just going to cut this little edge right here. It's sticking up off. Okay. Look at that. And we have it. It's done. Just that easy. This is what I meant when I say you guys can do this like nothing. Okay. So this is it. What do you think? I know this was easy, right? Come on, you could tell me. It was easy. I know it was easy. And I know each and every one of you that's looking at it and want to try it can try it and do it well. All right. Can you tell the one that I actually use with the paper towel versus the toilet paper roll? This tall glass of water right here is the paper towel roll. It's a little higher, if you notice. And all these little short stubby ones is the toilet paper rolls. So anywho, this is them. I hope you like the concept. If you want to try it, please try it. Hope you enjoy it. As always, I appreciate you watching. Please like, comment, and subscribe. And I really look forward to seeing you on the next video. Bye for now.